The work of many of our South Plains residents has come to an end across the country in New York.
Among those to respond from Lubbock to what became the epicenter of COVID-19 in the U.S. was Navy reservist Jay Ellis.
KCBD News Channel 11's Case Wilbanks joins us now with an update to his story. Case?
Karen and Abner, a little more than a month ago, we caught up with Petty Officer Ellis, who was flying that day to join the effort to bolster manpower in New York. He thought that day he would be gone for 270 days, but things have changed.
This virus put the world as we know it on pause. Just came to a screeching halt.
For many, life was put on hold, but Petty Officer Jay Ellis was among many military members who were mobilized in early April and sent to the hot spot that was New York City.
I think a lot of us came here and we were very afraid and very reluctant to come. You know, at that time, the coronavirus and the epidemic was at a climax.
The Navy reservist and Lubbock native was among the personnel sent to reinforce the medical professionals battling COVID-19. He says some apprehension was eased by reassurance from the military.
They were going to protect us. We had all the gear we needed. We had all the elements in place, and the protocols were set up so that we would be safe doing our jobs.
Jobs for Ellis included logistics and supply support, both in the ICU and the Javits Center, a temporary hospital and supply warehouse for New York.
When I got there, you know, it was about working with other sailors that I'd never worked with before, doing jobs we'd never done before, on a mission that really was kind of being played out day by day.
After surpassing its peak of hospitalizations and infections, the Javits Center was eventually closed. Now a mission initially estimated to last nearly a year was ending.
As we were nearing the end, there were a lot of thoughts of, hey, I could go home back to my family. You know, we start evaluating what life are we going back to. Some of the states were still closed. Some of our jobs had not reopened.
Besides the question of what they would return to was the question of if there was another opportunity to serve. Ellis said he, along with many others, volunteered to take on any possible next mission.
So there may be a chance that I come home and I'm not home for long and then I get called back up.
In the meantime, Ellis hopes everyone back home will do what they can to keep the virus at bay, because he won't forget what he experienced. And that was great support of the military, the healthcare workers, and more, but also a loss of life and heartbreak.
I'm never going to forget that, and I'm going to live life every single day to the fullest from this point moving forward.
The military has sent Ellis to the West Coast, where he remains under a precautionary quarantine before he returns home. Karen and Abner,